When Dave Chappelle did that iconic joke about Jussie Smollett, if that's his name, Jussie Smollett, whatever his name is, right? About uh one thing we knew when he was talking, we were supportive with our silence because we knew he was lying. The joke, and it was hilarious because everybody knew he was lying. Everybody knew he was lying, right? Everybody. Black people, black men in particular, black men, because you had Keisha still sticking up for him. You had Keisha sharing the story, but black men knew he was lying. It sounded insane. And black men are usually the ones, when we hear a story, if it don't sound right, we automatically start, second guessing, like, nah, that doesn't go together. That's not how things work. So we felt the same way with this story right here, right? When Roda Osman came online and, looking all crazy, saying that she rejected a black man and he just came out of nowhere with a brick, hit upside the head, and black men were standing there, didn't do anything. It came into a discussion amongst these Keishas about us being demons, us being abusive, us not knowing how to accept rejection, us not being protectors. Remember, that's what that for that whole entire time that was going on, they was just throwing shots at our image left and right. And black men knew that this was a lie. Black men knew this was a lie. But we just sat back and we just waited. Meantime, Keisha's was just having a field day making videos about us, about this situation. They started talking about their situations, made up situations where, black men approached them and asked for their number and they felt like their lives was in jeopardy. Then they talked about it. You got to protect yourself at gas stations because black men will walk up to you and ask you for your number and you don't know. And then they started posting pictures. This is the reason why this was real dangerous. They started posting pictures. I talked about this. Keisha started posting pictures of them holding Roscoe's, talking about if a black man walks up to you, be ready. They were posting Roscoe's, telling other black, arm yourselves against this imaginary threat. So, what happened? Find out it was a lie. Found out it was a lie. Then she got arrested, and now she's found guilty. And these are the conditions of her. And I still think they went easy on her. I still think they went easy on her because she ended up receiving 90 days in jail, right? This is what happened. She received 90 days in jail, inpatient substance abuse treatment, full restitution of over $42,000, 10 years probation, 10 years social media ban. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Now that last part, right, is what's going to wound her up. That last part is what's going to catch her. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Now, one of those stipulations she's going to break in less than 3 months. And that's the 10-year social media ban. That 10-year social media ban is going to kick her buns. All these Keishas do is get online searching for attention. Searching for attention. That's all they do. Attention to them is currency. Likes, follows, that's currency to them. So that right there is going to essentially get her violated. And here's the thing. For all you dudes out there talking about, trying to separate her, saying, oh, she's a tether, this, tether, that, she's non-FBA. This is the reason why you bozos lose all the time. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if she's non-FBA. It really doesn't matter because non-FBA and FBA Keisha are one and the same, because it was FBA Keishas that were doing videos on this backing up her claim. Now, here's the thing that black men should be asking. All these Keishas that made money off of damaging our image, right? Lying on us, right? Where's the apology videos? You didn't see any apology videos, right? None. It's crickets. There's no apology videos. There's no, they were wrong. And they did something real egregious. That's why you can't let stuff like this slide. They really painted us as demons, man. They try to, force the world to believe that we were out here actually knocking people upside the head as a collective for getting rejected. They really tried to damage us. They did, and the problem is they've been doing this. They've been doing this. This is the reason why social media has been kicking their behind, because it's showing who's the real face of criminality. But this was just one of them tactics of them trying to place us as, people who just run around inflicting harm on people for no reason. Demonize us. So 90 days in jail is just not enough. It's really not. 3 months. But that last part, the 10-year social media ban, she's going to break that, and then she get the 10 years. But anyway, salute the black men. Peace. Stay in the shadows and stay Keisha free. I just wanted to give you an update on this bird brain Keisha. She been found guilty, and she'll break that. I'm telling you, she will break that 10-year social media ban. They can't help themselves. It's like crack to them. It's going to be calling her social media. As soon as she get up there, 10-4, get that Keisha. And it's jiggity jail and then prison. Yes.